She late.
She late.
But it ain't no surprise. We know this.
So yeah, we're gonna be on in just a second. I'm gonna jump off so Miss Sunshine can jump on so she can get our feed going. Join us, like I said, in about 7 minutes, and at this point in counting. Again, it's your boy Q, your boy Hendrix, and Miss Sunshine. We're gonna sign out, and on behalf of Mo Swag with her leg behind, we'll see you in just a second. Peace.
I'm sorry, what's the show name?
Relevant Conversations Part 2. Hot dear.
We got some more cards.
I had those in my bag.
Montana got my hat in her car. Yeah, my gray hat. Remember I had gray?
Yeah.
My gray pull down. I'll call him.
What's up, YouTube? We live.
What's up, YouTube? Good morning, good morning.
Well, we can't say just YouTube anymore because now I figured out how to upload it on
Instagram,
Twitter.
YouTube, and Instagram, and
Yeah,
Twitter. What's
and
up?
Twitter. Yeah, I got them all covered now, baby.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on this morning.
Had to finagle some things, but I got it figured out.
The topic of our show is Relevant Conversations Part 2. As I just got to telling Facebook, we're going to be, and I got to be able to remember that we got several cameras on us. Mm-hmm. So last weekend, I was paying only attention to that camera. We got that camera, and that camera. So I'm going to do my best to try to look up into the camera more. But anyway, we're going to be having conversations today. We're going to talk about the government shutdown ending. We're also going to be talking about our poll questions that we have on Facebook. If you don't follow us on Facebook, please do that. Also, we're going to be discussing what else we're going to talk about? Just
Everything.
The poll questions, a whole lot of stuff we're going to be talking about. Relevant Conversations Part 2. We're going to talk about some different forms of racism that's kind of recently happened. A whole lot of stuff. So just stay tuned a second. You're just catching the behind the scenes, us getting ready. And we'll be going live in a few seconds. Oh, and our music today. Line dance music. I may try to get up and bust one on whatever I think I may know, but we'll see how that's going to turn out.
I ain't doing that.
I tried to learn that the line dance for Tamia's song, and it is really complicated. So I was looking at YouTube, and I was in my room really trying to figure it out, and I'm going to get it. But you have to have, really, really have some coordination to do that during dance. My coordination is not as good as it used to be. Bro, you know that video on Young Martin Luther King Parade, y'all. You guys check that out. I don't know if Hendrix uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah, I did.
Do you know we got over close to 400 views of Hendrix dancing in the middle of MLK? Like he was drum major. He wanted to be drum major all along. It was something else. I was like, wow.
Oh,
man. I was like, okay, well.
I am missing. Is this where I put it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it'll get all forwards, I think.
And get you right here in the middle, and then Mo with her late ass be right over
on
here.
the side. Do you need to know to pull the shade down, or is that good? Hey y'all, what's up? Miss Hall? You ain't even answered my question yet, Miss Hall. I asked you when you was coming on the show last year. I ain't gonna ask you no more. Because I got something in the making, I'm telling you. I got a thought. And I'm trying to include my classmates on my thought. So I'm talking specifically to you, Miss Chandra Hall.
Actually, it's, yeah.
Oh.
I forgot. No, it's, yeah, it's Hall now. I keep forgetting, yeah. Cook was her maiden name.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to put your business out there like that, but.
Music today is line dance music, everybody. Music today is line dance music.
And for everybody that knows and follows the show.
And I'm walk right through here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a camera full of ass. So, look, we've been doing this show for a while now. And to all our followers that know us personally and have our personal numbers, I don't understand why it is that during the show, you decide you want to text us.
I don't know, bro.
Or call.
I don't get that either.
But
I
you
really don't
know we
understand
doing the
that.
show.
I don't understand that. I don't get it.
I like your glasses, man.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were trimmed in red. I didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was wood grain.
Mm-mm.
What
My
was
other ones have wood grain in them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, coming back through.
Look at that. Look at all that.
Oh, you know, you should have closed the door.
No.
I
You
get
got
it.
closed the door. Okay, yeah.
I
So,
get it.
so you gotta put your kadon back in front of YouTube.
Shoot.
Okay, so let me get off of here. Let me go here and go on my Facebook page so I can watch our comments. It's gonna be something of that.
Yeah, I don't have any battery life.
You don't have a.
No,
Here.
I thought I did, but I don't.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not that one. It's the regular, it's the old one.
I don't know if I have that one. It's more. Let me look.
Are we crooked?
Are we crooked?
That's not what the level meter say. The level.
Okay. Well, if the level meter.
Sandra said it's blurry.
Oh, which
Blurry.
one?
1 minute left. Okay. Yeah, it's not blurry on my phone.
You need to clean your phone.
I don't know which she has to be.
No, I see everything clear. You need my glasses, Chandra.
Oh, you wrong.
I know. I'm being
That's
ugly
horrible.
today.
Yeah, she did say just telling her biz.
Who?
Sandra.
About what?
It was about her last name and
Oh,
stuff. Like,
yeah,
you know,
my
you
bad.
calling her out. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, you know. Sorry.
Standing by. Thank you, Miss Charm.
Oh, wait, but I do need to put on the headset, though,
Yeah.
don't
Oh yeah, I guess that would be
That
good.
would be nice, huh?
Yeah, I guess so they can actually hear us in radio land.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Wait a minute, man. Come
It's
on.
long.
3, 2.
Two.
We're live. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What's up,
Yeah.
everybody?
Welcome to MashThaGas.
Right, man. You know. Shoot, go ahead. Take it away.
Oh no, so I was just trying to help you out. You was a
No,
little tied up there,
We
so
got
you know.
Hendrix over here.
Take it away, bro.
Your girl Sunshine.
Yeah.
And Q over here on
What's
my
up,
left.
everybody? How y'all doing?
Everybody.
We can share that.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody, if you want to join the conversation, listen. Our phone number is 214-717-4827. Listen, make sure that you follow us right here on the afterparty.com side B shows because we bad like that. And also make sure that you follow us on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Also, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
We're on Snapchat as well. Listen, today's topic, Relevant Conversations Part 2. We had some really good conversations on last week. And listen, if you guys didn't check the show last week, you guys checked it out. You know, we talked about some real good stuff. Half-siblingships and stuff like that, wills and all kind of stuff. We had those good conversations. So now, since we are in our, we are in our last week in January, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's almost our birthday, y'all.
Almost.
Yeah,
It's almost our
Almost.
birthday,
I'm
right?
already getting ready.
You getting ready, Miss Sunshine?
Cancun, Punta Cana, what we doing?
Punta Cana.
Punta
Yeah.
Cana.
Punta Cana. I like Punta Cana.
Yeah, I like Punta Cana too.
Mm-hmm.
The DR. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like Punta
I
Cana.
got a thing the other day for an all-inclusive resort in the Isle of Mujeres. That's in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna check that out because that looked interesting.
Well, see, right now with Mexico and all the violence and then Trump and this wall.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of paranoid about going to Mexico right now.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
My Mexican peoples, I got nothing but love for you.
Right.
It ain't
Yeah,
y'all I
love
got a
for
problem
you.
with. It's y'all government and our government. They not,
They not.
they not in sync right now.
Right.
So it's nothing against y'all because I love to go down to Mexico. I love it.
Love it.
Me too.
Yeah, but right now, yeah, I'm gonna back up on that one. We're gonna
I
put
don't
that on
know.
pause.
Would y'all do me a favor real quick before I introduce the first topic? Just want y'all to go ahead and just remind me to pay my meter, like right now, like pay your meter. I can at least do that. I can pay my meter.
Pay your meter.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. Update on the government shutdown. It is ended until February the 15th, 2019, right?
Right.
All right, so.
Just long enough for everybody to get their Valentine's gifts in.
Yeah.
So shady.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You start thinking about it, and all this little stuff comes in just around the holidays. Gas prices drop just in time for the holidays.
Right.
Government shutdown ended just in time for another holiday.
And you know what's interesting? Now these people gonna get their back pay, and then they possibly gonna get 2 checks.
Right.
So then the government could be shut down again.
Right.
But again, they get to Valentine's Day, they get to take care of that.
Right.
But then I wonder if Roger Stone getting busted had something to do with him backing down.
That too.
I'm just saying.
None of this is looking good for 45.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't give a, because you reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my thing is with it is how you after they arrested you, because it was on CNN.
And come out and do this business.
I mean, you coming out the jailhouse victory.
No, I mean that's his. He's got a tattoo on his back
Of Richard
Nixon. That is his idol.
When he go to jail, that V's gonna stand for victim. It's gonna stand for. It's exactly what it. And no offense and no pun intended to anyone who's a victim of any kind. I'm just saying that he's gonna be a victim if he go to jail.
Actually, no, he won't, because he'll be in the federal. He'll be in the federal.
Right.
He won't be. He won't
be in a cushy.
Yeah, he'll be in
state.
cushy. Yeah, he won't really be, too bad. But I mean, he gonna have to probably spend some time in there. But it won't be like your general population, like in Rutgers Island or LSU or nothing like that. Oh, I'm sorry for everybody that's not from the DFW area. LSU is Lou Stewart University.
Yeah, not Louisiana State.
Not
Not
Louisiana State.
Louisiana State.
That's our little nickname for the detention center here in the DFW area. So
we call her Lulu for better lack of words.
yeah, well, Lulu can have several different meanings, but we'll leave that alone. That'll be for another time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real quick, also talking about the government shutdown, of course. We got some issues that's happening with the food out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not everywhere, I think, but what happens is that there are some media outlets that are warning people against eating stuff like dairy products and some fresh vegetables and stuff like that because of the shutdown.
The FDA.
The FDA,
are short on their inspectors.
Right.
Listen to somebody that has roughly 20 years in the industry.
Okay. Help me out.
When you look at your dairy products are all pasteurized. Now, if you're using non-pasteurized products, okay, fine. Then you might have to be concerned. However, if you're using pasteurized dairy products, your concern is very, very minimal. The reason I know this is because that when you have pasteurization, that is your kill step. That is your critical control point prior to you being able to process any dairy products.
Okay.
So with that being said, if you fail your internal CCP, you will have to report that to the government. Most companies set their critical control points up to where there's a buffer prior to you having to report anything to the FDA. Or the USDA in this case. It would be the USDA under dairy. Now, your minimum temperature for pasteurized milk is 161 degrees Fahrenheit for a minimum of 15 seconds. Now, what that means is you have to pass milk at 161 degrees for 15 seconds to actually kill all of the bad bacteria. Most companies set their minimum temperature up at 165 degrees, so in the event that they fail their internal process, they do not have to fail the government mandated process, and then at that point, they have to report it. So really people are making a bunch of hype about nothing at all. Because once the government comes back up, if you fail that critical control point, what will happen is your facility will be shut down, and any quality manager with any kind of self-respect about themselves will not let that happen.
Okay.
So, I can speak to the dairy. Now, to the fruits and vegetables, that is a little gray area because the regulations are not as clear. This is why they have inspectors on site on a regular basis. So that's an area, yes. But as far as dairy products or anything that is pasteurized, fruit juices, anything like that, your concerns are unfounded.
Unfounded. Okay. Look, I'm just saying that the news said that
Right.
some of the news.
Understood.
And I'm glad that you brought
I'm
that
just
up
making
because
sure I cook all my vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and when it comes to your vegetables, the thing you want to do is actually you want to rinse them off thoroughly.
Wash.
Yes.
Right.
Wash them off thoroughly. Now, when I say that
Look,
to you,
can I have a moment with some special people who may need this information?
yes.
Wow.
Do not do it like old boy on the YouTube. YouTube, I saw a little clip. Dude was washing chicken with detergent. No. That's not
You
needed.
simply need to wash it in warm water for, a few minutes, whatever.
Yes.
A few seconds, but just to get the outer coating. A lot of times with fruits, they coat it with a wax.
Right.
That helps melt the wax away, get it off. But also when you're cooking and you're, meal prepping, keep your meat away from your fruit and vegetables.
Hello.
Yes. Get that bell closer. Yes.
Yes. Wash your hands after you get to touching that meat.
People come to my house sometimes and they're like, I have
supposed to do that.
my gloves, my not surgical gloves, but my
Understood.
non-latex nylon gloves, and I get those suckers on when I'm handling my meat and take them off so that I don't cross-contaminate.
Yes.
Cross-contamination, that's what kills. I honestly think a lot of the food alerts that we get come from just people mishandling their foods.
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct. And one of the things that people do not understand is when you properly wash your hands, you have to do it for at least 15 seconds. And I tell everybody,
yes, that is true.
Birthday.
Happy birthday song or your
Yeah.
alphabet twice will do it. The other thing is when you wash your hands, make sure you wash both sides and your nails. You got to front and back and your nails. These are critical things.
That people don't.
And people just miss.
I be in the bathroom washing my hands. I see people that just walk through. I see people that stick their hands in the water and do like this.
Look.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about nasty people today
I'm sorry,
because I saw something yesterday. But I'm not,
Did you
I'm
see
not
that
going on a
YouTube
tangent.
video or whatever? With the little boy that was all digging
digging all in his backside.
Not just like, lifting his drawers like, I got to shift a little bit. No,
he was
digging.
after something.
Like something was stuck and he was getting it out. It was nasty.
He was after something. Check this out. Okay, so according to RollingStone.com, RollingStone.com has given a Politics 2020 Democratic primary leaderboard. In other words, who so far people that may have reached out to them, or statistically speaking, who would be a viable candidate against Donald Trump. All right, so not anybody. No, we don't need anybody. No, we need anybody. Come on in, Mo.
Come on in, Mo. I need you to lift that finger up. Like like you in church, lift your finger up. Yeah, there you go.
Good morning, Mo.
Good morning, Mo.
How you doing?
Lovely.
All right, so check this out on RollingStone.com really quick. I'm just gonna name a couple of candidates and we're gonna move on with the show. Okay. Okay. So real quick, let's see. We have, of course, Elizabeth Warren. She has announced that she is running for president against Donald Trump. So she's going for the primary in 2020. Of course, Kamala Harris announced her 2020 candidacy on MLK Day.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Sherrod Brown is a likely. Okay, so Sherrod Brown, he's a senior citizen from Ohio. So he's talking about running for president as well. Right now, the rankings, they have him listed at number 6 on the totem pole. Elizabeth Warren, number 8. Kamala Harris, actually number 1. Wow.
Look,
I was surprised by that.
She's my current fave.
Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah.
He's a possibility, ranking number 3. Our boy Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so out of all these candidates
So
that
let's
I
take
just
those
named,
first two and make them a ticket. Boom, done.
this is gonna be interesting because each one of these people, I think with the exception of maybe Elizabeth Warren, maybe she not no punk, but it's just like, with Elizabeth Warren.
There's some controversy there. I like her, but I'm not in love with her.
I just want to be a senator. That's all I want to do. I think that's what I want from her.
I don't think you could call him punk, because Biden ain't no punk.
That's what none of them. I don't think any of them.
Oh, you saying they're not?
No. Any of them are. No.
Okay.
I said like Elizabeth Warren. She's not a punk.
Right.
She stands up to Trump with her hair flying everywhere. So she don't. But I don't see, because when I look at a president, let me tell you, and I know I shouldn't do this, but I remember growing up. Who was president growing up, I think, was Ronald Reagan. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, at the time, politics really wasn't that much, as an issue in our household as far as children were concerned. Adults would discuss it. But what I remember was this man who was kind of statuesque.
Mm-hmm.
You have an or no matter if you were a good president or not, you could be presidential in your appearance.
Right.
And that's what made me like, I think I want to be president when I grow up. That kind of deal. And so when Bill Clinton became president, I was like, okay, this is a president. This is like, okay, I can see myself, actually, feeling good in the country about what's going on. And even then with President Obama, I'm like, okay, this is a president. This is what I've been looking for, And so you look for somebody in a candidate, that one day you can look at, look at your kids and say, this person's in the history books. This president was a good president. This president is, the person that helped change this, helped change that.
Mm-hmm.
Not just out to get anybody because they mad about a wall.
Not like we got now.
And you threaten to try to take the use your capability as a president.
I'm still killing over this emergency process. I'm sorry. This is not an effing emergency.
Do you know how
this
many
is
people,
your booty ass feelings getting hurt.
Well, this it's a lot of people, and I don't understand, but it's really a lot of people are concerned about Mexico along the Texas border. I for one think that Mexico is one of the best countries you could visit. Yes, they have their issues, but I love to be able to cross the border, with no problem.
Don't we have our issues?
Go get some tequila and come right back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of deal. You can't really do that no more. And he's just messing it up for a lot of people. But anyway,
he's messing it up for both countries, is what he's doing.
I mean, he's putting us in a cocoon, and that's not good for America.
No.
No. But anyway, Democrat presidential candidates, Mo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Man,
you threw in your Snicker?
No.
What mine that?
It was 2 for 1. I ate yours walking up.
Presidential candidates, Mo. What you got? Do you have any thoughts on maybe? No,
I don't think Ms. Harris can do it. They're gonna bring her background.
They're gonna bring up her past
Yeah.
as a prosecutor,
And they're gonna kill her. Well, no, not the prosecutor part. Remember, people are emotional when they vote and when they look for their candidates.
And because her mother is
Asian.
Jamaican, her mother's Asian, her father's Jamaican. They already bringing up her viability as a U.S.
citizen,
even though she was born here.
But you would think that would be a good thing because Asians always vote that Republican bloc.
Yes, they do.
So they're against her,
Yes,
and then she's half black. So Asians will tell you in a minute that's just not a good, So, and then the white people are gonna say, okay, she's married and she doesn't have any children. She's married. The black women are gonna say she's married to a white man. She can't win for losing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what concerns me about us voting and the way people. Now, granted, everybody has their right to vote in their own way, but you're going to use something like that to hold it against somebody. Because if you took that same mirror and projected it on yourself,
right,
where would you be at? Where would you be?
I need people to start looking more at substance and not the superficial.
Right.
That means they would have to read.
Yeah.
I need people to read. I need people to educate themselves. Quit trying to let other people educate you.
Right.
That's you. You educate your damn self.
Well, and I know some people will look at her her as a prosecutor and how hard she was. However, you have to look at the evolution of a person as well.
Yeah.
So if you look at the evolution, when she first started out, just like anybody does in any career, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You're trying to get in. You're trying to, you're trying to carve out your own path. Now, granted, when she first jumped in as a prosecutor, as a DA, oh yeah, she was belligerent. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you look at her track record, I mean, she was killing them. However, as she grew and evolved, her whole stance changed. And this is one of the things I think people forget is that when you have anybody running for office, first and foremost, they are a person. They're going to have flaws. They're going to have shortcomings. That is always going to be true. However, look at the entire person. Look at their entire career. And look at the progression she's made throughout her career. And, then the other thing, that people, I know she's going to have a huge voting block because, she's an AKA from Howard.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, she's an AKA from Howard.
I'm glad you said that, and even though it's not break time, I'm gonna take us to break early so we can have more time to discuss our next segment.
Okay.
Because our next segment is gonna be good. We're gonna be talking about the high school Minnesota basketball team. They withdrew from the tournament. They was holding up the Trump flag on because the tournament was on MLK Day.
Right.
Yeah, that's when the tournament was, and then we're gonna also talk about the GM workers suing GM for bullying, bullying and racism and all this kind of stuff that's going on in the GM plant out there in, where is that, Ohio? That's not Ohio.
Michigan.
It happens right here in Texas.
Yeah.
The one in Arlington.
So I'm gonna take Mo's break so Mo you can finish your Snicker. And real quick, again.
$40 an hour, you can bully me all you want.
And on that note, today we doing music. Today we doing line dance music. So if it's a line dance, I know I'm gonna see if I can get up and do it or whatever the case it is.
Okay.
But if it's not one that I know, I'm just gonna kind of bob my head and shake my head in the seat. Real quick, 5-minute break. One of the me and Miss Sunshine yesterday battled over this song because I was trying to find this song.
We
The
found it at
K-Wayne
the same time.
by Kaya. The K-Wayne by Kaya. I love to see people do that dance. No joke.
That's a complicated dance.
And then Booty Work by T-Pain.
Oh, I
That's
like
my
that
jam.
one. Oh,
Booty
yeah.
Work. We'll be right back in just a second.
Oh,
I have no idea what they're talking about.
yeah. It's
So
okay.
you don't know no line dances, Mo?
Not those.
Okay, I think I know this one.
I know.
That's
Miss
a
Charm.
complicated one.
Can we get just a little volume in here? Okay,
Just
let
a
me
little
see.
bit.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Miss Sunshine, you know this. Come on, do
No,
it
I
with me.
don't.
Yes,
I never
you
did.
do.
I was the one sitting on the sideline going, oh. Because I'm like you. I don't have all that coordination.
I don't know if I'm seeing. So Facebook is seeing me. Yes, I'm dressed all the way down today, so whatever.
I lost them.
Okay, let me see.
I don't know where it went.
Okay, I'm trying to think about it.
Why you not think about it? Just do it.
No, because
You
I got
like
it.
you should.
Because you
Because
gotta make sure you do it right.
crisscross and dip.
Right.
Crisscross dip.
Do you know how to do it, Miss Storm? You know how to do it?
Say, so this is an area where I will have to sit back and digress because Hendrix can't dance.
Y'all need to do a split screen.
I don't know. I can't remember.
You do that?
Well, not
You got
not in
crisscross
the middle.
dip.
One of y'all, okay, who on Facebook know how to do it? Who on
I
Facebook
can't
know how
do
to
it.
do it?
Like I said, I
You
watch
look
and I
like
go,
you
God, I
look
want to
like
do
a-
that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one? Oh, yeah, I got that one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, crisscross
yeah.
dip.
You got to show your
Oh,
feet.
yeah. Well, man.
I'm
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get
It's
it.
better when you have a group of people because you always have some people
Somebody
that kind
to
of know
look
it, and
at.
then you got somebody who really knows it.
Huh? Okay, yeah, I think, you know how to do it? Let's say Miss Charm know how to do it.
Of course
Yeah.
she does. She knows
Okay.
how to do it. She knows how to
Okay.
do it.
Okay, with me. Oh, yeah.
It's a shame.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it, Miss Charm. Yeah, okay.
Miss Charm, no.
Ah,
See, p.m.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. See, yeah. Thank you, Miss Sean.
Yeah, so yeah.
I think I gave that one up. So
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna get back into it. I ain't been to the club in like 15 years.
I was gonna go today, but
can I borrow your water bottle to point at her?
You gonna go to the club today?
yeah.
You.
But see, when I go to the club, the last few times that I have been, so the last 2 years that I have been, I've been going to a Latin club because, you know, I've been doing salsa, merengue, bachata, hadn't been doing any line dancing.
Well, I tell you what.
You don't have me at your party.
Y'all can dance all y'all want.
I'm just gonna tell you now.
You gonna be a wallflower.
2 wine coolers and y'all gonna be like, get her off the floor.
I like to dance.
We
Now,
gonna-
when I get into it, I
Oh.
really like to go on and dance. I will dance because I can dance.
It's gonna be more than wine coolers.
No,
Oh,
this is
I'm sorry. Yes.
And what is he saying in this song?
You
Booty
know,
work. Let me see your booty work.
Oh my.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Well, let me see your booty work, booty work, booty work. You, what, you know what kind of household did you? Oh, well, you know what? This is when we was acting the fool.
Yeah.
Because this is one of our.
Yeah.
What was you doing? You was being grown somewhere.
This wasn't that long. This was like 2008.
Yeah,
or so.
something like that. Yeah, because not that old.
Yeah. Now we saying 11 years ago ain't that old.
Look,
When is our next reunion? Is 2017? I mean, oh Lord, 2027.
I don't even know.
2027.
So
I guess I
God,
have our
dog.
25th anniversary coming up. Doesn't that sound crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we had our 20th, we actually did an anti-reunion. Nobody went to the coordinated one. We all went to
A bootleg one.
just a side. Yeah, because I'm like, who wants to pay $75 to mix and mingle with people you may or may not have liked? So we all just hung out at the bar, you know,
Well, you know
passing
what?
through.
well,
Hell,
you know,
I
when
hung
you
out
go-
with people that I went to elementary school with.
You know, when you go to a black school, Miss Sunshine, we gonna pay to see that jackass who we don't like. Just in
Nah.
case, yeah, we gonna do that because just in case you might decide to hit his ass upside the head one time.
Oh my.
Or I mean, it's just the truth though. You just to look at his punk ass from what, you know, just because he was a punk bastard, you know, you just want to look at
Oh
him
my.
sometimes.
Now,
Hey, well, here's the other thing. You gotta realize, if two grown people going at it, it ain't gonna. It's let them figure it out.
Right.
Let them figure
Absolutely.
it out.
Now, see,
Absolutely.
my neighborhood.
This I ain't
has
like that
a,
no more.
home
But
club.
I'm
Really?
My neighborhood. We grew up. We have a Facebook page. My neighborhood.
Mm.
That's how close and tight we are.
Okay, Hendrix, we got Miss Peaches. Hey, Miss Peaches, she says, are you gonna have line dance songs at your party?
Yeah. Yeah. He said he was.
Okay.
You put that deposit with that DJ. You can put anything you want. Shit, you want to have Whitney Houston back to back. And I saw that AMG Mercedes in the front, and you know what I said?
What you say?
That damn Hendrix that got a new car for his birthday. I said that ain't right. And then I parked. And I said, oh, there's his other car. His
1
other
minute.
I'm tired of you.
But you know I didn't say nothing about your watch.
And you just did.
Dang,
And you just did.
But what?
And you just did.
Mo.
I thought I
Mo,
was
you
doing something when I
just-
got an Invicta.
Mo, you just.
I thought I was something when I got an Invicta. I was like, yes.
Are you
That
just?
brush rose gold. I thought, look, baby, you showed me that. I threw the phone up and said, damn. I
You know
can't
what?
get the
Look, you
one
missed
with
it.
the
We were
video.
talking. I'm like, after I saw the watch, I'm looking online at Louis Vuitton. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I can't spend that much on some shoes.
I thought I was doing something. I got
4,
a Patricia Nash
3,
bag
2,
for $179. I thought I was doing something.
1. You are live.
Hey.
Well, Mo, we've been live on, you know, on. Welcome back, everybody, to the MashThaGas Talk Radio Show. This is your boy Q. Everybody, Mo Swag is now in the building, so my whole crew is here. Listen, if you want to join the conversation, 214-717-4827. And listen, again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Snapchat as well. Real quick, before we and Mo and Hinges over there in the sidebar.
Because he getting excited.
Oh.
You get what happened? What we got?
Okay. So what excites me?
Oh yeah, I seen
Traveling
it already.
and
Look,
time.
that make my bro
That's
jealous.
I was saying. Now after a certain age, we were supposed to stop saying watches. Now that's what my uncle said.
What do you call them? Timepieces?
Timepieces.
I'm saying after a
Timepieces.
certain age, after a certain price point.
Is that what that is?
The price point, baby. So at 9, you can still say timepiece when it's a. Let me just throw it out there. If it's an Invicta, or if it's a Rolex.
Yes.
Oh, Movado.
Movado.
Yes.
And you know, one thing that is, you talking about timepieces, International Watch Company. That's a low key one.
Yes.
That everybody don't know about.
Yes.
And they got some cold
They
ass
really
watches.
do.
I've
I've
seen
seen
cold
cold.
ass watches. But
Maybe I'll give me one.
Wait a minute, Miss Sunshine,
and leave
taking
my
notes.
Fitbit behind.
That Fitbit worked for you.
You know, you working. You working
Yeah.
out.
Real quick, so I just want to mention this real quick. This is an article that's by Fox 4 News.
Fox 4 local?
No, Fox 4 News in Kentucky.
All right.
A 10-year-old Kentucky boy allegedly died by suicide after he was reportedly tormented at school for wearing a colostomy bag.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, I'm not going to go into too many details, but he was born with an unspecified bowel condition and endured 26 unsuccessful surgeries to survive. So he had to wear a colostomy bag, and children were bullying him about his colostomy bag because of the smell, and he reportedly killed himself.
Okay, 1. Let me take 2.
Wait a minute, Mo. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. If you have a loved one feeling distressed or anything of that nature, any kind of mental illness or anything of that nature that you think may be considered suicidal, make sure you can reach the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, or text 741-741. Also, take a look as well. You can definitely Google in your local areas as well, because definitely you don't want to have someone, no matter what age, thinking about suicide. Just get them some help. So, Mo, go ahead and
Everything I've read about that, I didn't hear anything from the parents. Did you? What did the daddy say? What was the daddy's?
Well, the mother, it says, according to the article, his mother says that the school district failed her baby because the family reportedly plans to take legal action against the public schools. But what happens is that they have been reporting this constantly to the principal of the school. And so because they did not, quote unquote, do something, or allegedly did not do anything to assist this child at his school, he committed suicide. Now, it does not say how he did.
It doesn't matter. But what did the daddy say?
What, Mo? It didn't say anything about his dad. It says it's something about his mom speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but
Okay, let me tell you this. Now, I don't know much. You know what, Miss Sunshine? You can tell us this. The day that somebody bullies my child it's not going to be a good day. And the day that I report it and nothing is done, then we homeschool. Point blank, end the period.
Okay.
So what's the problem? So you gonna now sue the school district?
Because
they didn't do what they're supposed to do? You are your child. You tell me, Miss Sunshine.
Okay.
Well,
You are your child's biggest advocate.
correct.
Okay.
So if they don't take care of the problem, I'll take care of the problem. Is that not how it's
I
done?
don't know what all the details are because it's my first time hearing this story. But homeschooling isn't an opportunity that everybody has.
How not so?
Well, it's
Financially,
expensive, Mom.
and maybe she is a single parent. Maybe she is the only income in the family. I don't know. But, unless there are some, resources that you can gather, which maybe there are, I don't know. But, of course, I would have been at the school until it got resolved. And if it didn't get resolved, then I would be at the superintendent's office looking for alternative avenues, maybe going to a different school in the district, something.
See, I don't understand that. Why would you send your child back to the place where they're getting bullied? Because you do have other avenues, like you said. They could have had a teacher come by that house. I don't understand. That's what I said. What did the father say? Because the mother, Well, I only heard what the mother said. So I'm like, there's two sides. What the father say?
But like I said, maybe the father's not there. Maybe the father's deceased. Maybe the father is not in the picture.
Well, the father got them family members. See, y'all talk about it takes a village. Hell, it takes a village and then some. Well,
But then, Mo, but everybody is because I completely agree with you. I think that more tougher love, with these children and being a little bit more honest with them, because that's kind of more your perspective on how you would do it. But Mo, you got to think about this though. I don't really care what options you think you have as a parent. If your child have suicidal thoughts or some kind of something. It doesn't have to be something visible like a colostomy bag. It could be something as small as I'm not developing like my classmates, or something's wrong with me. I don't understand. I mean, anything could happen. And you can be doing the very best that you can. But in situations like this, the mom is saying, look, we've said this to y'all. We've asked for this. We ask for whatever provisions, because I'm sure they may have had some provisions, but I just believe that it's her grief talking. Should the school district be responsible? We'll let a court decide that. But, I just think that, in cases like this, we have to definitely, of course, be sensitive, because we definitely send our prayers to them. But, you just really don't know how you're going to handle that kind of circumstance,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Yeah.
Look here. I was a victim of bullying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, like my mom told me,
Mm-hmm.
number one, you tell the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You tell your parents. And at that point, my mom, dad had a conversation with the teacher and the principal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And my mom specifically told me in front of them, if this child messes with you again, pick up a brick and knock the shit out of him. And she told them this in front of the principal and my teacher.
And that's a good way to get their attention and go, okay,
guess
we don't
how-
want that kind of violence, so we're going to handle this.
And guess
Right,
how many
right.
times I got bullied after that? None.
But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it worked so well. You said who was at the meeting?
My mom and my dad.
That's right.
My mom and my dad.
Thank you. That's what happens. When you got two of them there, they take a whole different situation than just a mom there. I'm just telling you.
Well,
That's society as a whole. I'm sorry. Y'all don't have to be married, but you do have to have a front.
yeah.
Oh, now that I agree with.
Now, so if
Absolutely,
he's
yeah.
not there, he's dead, he's whatever. So you take your mom and an uncle, your mom and a grandfather, your mom and somebody else.
Absolutely.
But and here's the thing. The other part is that as parents, we have to make sure that your children are not the bulliers or the aggressors of bullying too. Because honestly, sometimes children don't always know that they're being a bully.
Right.
They don't always know that they're being a bully, because I was bullied, and then on the other end, I was actually the bully. And I didn't even realize I was being a bully. I thought I was just being funny, being a class clown, and didn't really think of the impact that I was having on that other student.
Right.
However, when it was called to my attention, and it's like, well, you're being a bully, it's like, what? I was just making, little jokes here and there. I didn't realize the impact.
Where's my toilet paper?
Toilet paper, Mo?
That's what I picked up on the way out. My toilet paper blow my nose.
Oh, goodness. And with that being said,
Next subject.
next subject. We're moving on.
This is my question to y'all after I read this story, okay?
Oh, I have so much on this story.
Okay. Basketball team quits MLK tourney after their fans flaunt a Trump flag. A high school basketball team in Minnesota has come under fire and is now pulling out of a tournament scheduled for Martin Luther King Day after its fans displayed a Trump 2020 flag during a game against predominantly black inner city schools. Real quickly here, according to Michael Walker of the Minneapolis